Good afternoon, YouTube channel. This is Belmont here. And if my voice sounds a little funny, well, I just had to yell at one of my cats for calling out while I was trying to do the video. Now, normally I do not do videos on a Sunday. I leave that to other channels. But let's just say this brought on by the debate of a certain moron troll. Y'all remember who he is. Goes by the name of Tuft. Argus Tuft. A supposed firefighter right in the land down under Australia. Excuse me. A McDonald's breakfast, let me tell you. So anyway, I was leaving Wendy's after delivering some food to the missus, and I ran into the two nicest gentlemen you ever meet. They were two firefighters, and they were identified by their truck they were driving. And I asked them about some of the equipment they carry, specifically elevator keys. Well, firefighters Tiger with a Y and Mason were polite enough to stop and chat with me about this issue. And I asked them about the elevator keys. And they did confirm that firefighters are one of the people who do in fact carry elevator keys on them. However, law enforcement do not, and they've never seen any locksmiths carry elevator keys either. And it was not common. Well, these gentlemen were very nice about it, and I followed up with who would actually have elevator keys if they were not carrying. Well, they also identified that one, the maintenance supervisor would have the elevator keys, which they would get them from in the event of an emergency. Because not all firefighters will be carrying elevator keys on them. Their goal is to be both first responder and lifesaver and firefighter. The police officers do not carry elevator keys on them. That is not heard of. And they've never heard about locksmiths carrying them. Now, while this debate, for lack of a better word, was brought up by the ignoramus moron, Argus Tuft, he claims he carries around a set of keys of the 003, 004, 007, 008 keys for elevators. Well, both Taku and myself called bullshit on that, and both his occupation with the fire brigade, as he put it. Because one, fire brigade is no longer the term that's used, it's called the fire department. Now, speaking with firefighters Tiger and Mason, they also confirmed that one, persons or lay persons such as the much debated moron Tuft, if they were carrying around elevator keys and went into an elevator and used them, one, that would be considered tampering of private property, which is in fact a felony. Now, while I did not have a police officer around today to ask that question to as well, if a firefighter can confirm that if you use an elevator key in an elevator, that's considered tampering. Tampering of private property is a felony. Felonies get you a nice set of locking, matching bracelets, and a trip to jail for quite a while. So, if there are any other trolls from Dr. Locke's little channel who are tender snowflakes who are easily offended by the opinion of a small channel with 15 subscribers and tremendous thumbs downs, then you have some serious problems if you're that scared that you want to come around and troll and act obnoxious, or even try and make a homophobic joke insinuating something, because that's just pathetic and stupid. And anyone who would give a thumbs up to a homophobic joke by such a moron like Tuft is a bigger idiot and douchebag than Tuft himself. Now, I do not proclaim to be an expert. I also know for a fact that the universal lockout toolset is cheap. It's cheap because, one, the price is cheap. It's cheap because of the metal quality, stainless steel. However, there are still uses for it. Now, if anyone cares to look, Sparrows took their elevator key set off the market on their website. And predominantly, most elevator keys are going to be Medico. And this was confirmed to me on the phone last night by Taku of Mayhem Keys, a person who is, in fact, a locksmith. He may not have decades of on-the-job training with it, but he is, in fact, a locksmith. He is also the, collaborator who has provided me with bump keys, various lock picks, the Kalam set respectively, the Universal Lockout Toolkit, the Sparrows pry bars, the flat 5, the heavy, and the comb picks, as well as various locks for, excuse me. Gotta love that breakfast. Who's provided me with Quickset and Slage keys and locks. Now, this is coming up on 10 minutes, but first off, I would like to thank Taku of Mayhem Keys for also assisting with this information. I would like to thank the firefighters, Tiger and Mason, for their assistance in answering a citizen's question. And I would like to thank the actual mature professionals who do their job extremely well. And no thanks to the ignorant morons who will troll someone's channel to stir the pot because they think they can get a rise out of someone. If you do not have the information to back up what you're saying, and you're cornered by two people who know what they're talking about, then yeah, all you're going to do is end up throwing out petty insults because your pride is wounded, so is your ego, and you're going to result to petty smearing because you're a stupid piece of shit who doesn't know what they're doing or saying. And you will continue to get called out on your bullshit. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. This is not usual first Sunday for me, but it is what it is for a Sunday. So I hope you enjoy it. Stick around. We do have 3 more tool sets coming, and as always, try and keep it safe. Try and keep things legal. If you can't, don't get caught. And if you get caught, well, you only can pray that the person who catches you is not heavily armed, heavily pissed, and has a gun pointed at you, and no qualms about pulling the trigger and sending your ass to hell. Because them's the breaks. Have a good afternoon, folks. Bye.